Let me show you some tips and tricks for the camera on Realme GT 7T. So unfortunately, if you want to take a macro photo, then there is no dedicated button or option that allows you to take the macro photo. There is no macro camera over here. However, this doesn't mean that we cannot take macro photos at all. We can, but we need to do a little trick. More precisely, we need to keep the distance between the camera and the subject, and then we can use the zoom. We can simply zoom in using a little bit of zoom, something like ×3, maybe up to ×4. And of course, you can try to keep the phone as close as possible to the subject, but if you are too close, then of course the focus is gone. So this is why we need to keep the distance between the subject and the phone. And of course, if you use too much zoom, then also this can result in a poor quality. So you want to use just enough zoom so that the quality is still decent enough. Now, besides that, speaking of zoom, of course there are multiple ways to zoom in and zoom out. More precisely, we can use this pinching gesture where we can just easily zoom in and zoom out. You can press and hold your finger on this zoom bar, and then we have this half a circle, and we can move left and right with our finger in order to adjust the zoom. But there is one more option that can be also quite convenient. But first we need to go to the camera settings, and then over here you should be able to find somewhere, there we go, over here, volume button action. In this case, we can switch to zoom, so now we can use volume up and volume down in order to zoom in and of course zoom out. So this is how we can also zoom on this phone. Besides that, we also have shooting methods setting in the camera settings, and over here we can activate tap to capture, where we can tap anywhere on the camera preview in order to take the photo. And also we have show palm gesture, so you can show your hand to the front camera while taking a photo with the front camera in order to take the photo without having to press anything like any shutter button or anything like that. So this can be quite convenient. Besides that, if you go to more, we can find various additional modes that can be quite useful in certain conditions. And for example, the street mode can be quite cool to use because we have the auto zoom option. Now we can tap on this information in order to find out what it does. And as you can see on this presentation, we can tap on the subject in order to automatically zoom and to get the best photo possible, apparently. So definitely worth trying out. Besides that, we can adjust the focus over here manually, or of course if you want to, you can set it to automatic as well. So definitely worth trying out, especially if we are somewhere outside and we try to make some cool photos. Now there is one more mode that I want to show you, and that is the underwater mode. Now of course you should be careful when you are using your phone under the water, although it is technically, partially at least, waterproof. And we have options that allow us to use the phone underwater, especially this one of course, because, well, if you are underwater, it might be difficult to press any of these buttons. That's why we have these side buttons assigned, or different actions assigned to these side buttons. So for example, we can take a photo by pressing volume up, record a video pressing volume down, and of course if you want to exit, we need to press and hold the power button, and we need to keep holding it for 3 seconds until this countdown is done. Then there is also removing water process, and there we go. So that's pretty much it. If you found this video helpful, you can leave a like and subscribe to my channel and comment if there is anything that I left out that you think is worth mentioning. Then of course I want you to share it in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye.